creme, bring that ice, boy. Walking, know that side, yeah, they can't tell me why. Word, I don't even need no lies, ayy. Got my own little spy, ayy. Look me in my eyes, yeah, all your dreams gon' die. Word, same old day with the same old flow, with the same.
Alright, pilot. Ash. Good news, we've got a job for you. One of our managers, Thomas Mason, will be returning to the kingdom from some business abroad. He's in a bizjet and requests an escort to clear the blockade and anything else he might encounter up there. After arriving at our forward base, St. Richards, you'll be placed under his command for upcoming operations. You'll be taking off with one other pilot, call sign Castle. Our moles in the coalition tell us this is a lightly patrolled sector. Keep an eye out for threats regardless. Indigenous patrols are less well armed, but we can't predict where and when they'll show up. I know this is your first time heading into the kingdom. Pack your bags for a long stay. We only breach the blockade when personnel or material transfers are necessary, so the average deployment is a couple months. Word around the base is something big is brewing in there, so with any luck, you'll have some good work ahead of you. Stay safe and good hunting, Ash.
Hostile reinforcements are approaching from the west.
Take a seat. You did good today, kid. Now that you're here, I've got to get you caught up to speed. I'm sure you don't need much of a history lesson. But barely anyone on the outside keeps up with current situations. They all think it's nothing but radioactive wastes beyond the blockade. When those nukes hit, they focused on strategic targets, air bases, armories, ports. The remnants of the kingdom are getting their houses in order and bickering over who owns the land that doesn't glow in the dark, but they're starting new militaries from scratch. A small company like ours can shift the tides in any nation's favor for the right price. Now the money these people use isn't worth the paper it's printed on, but we do this in exchange for tangible commodities to smuggle out, and that's where your pay comes from. As for your current deployment, we've been contracted by the Republic of Argulia to defend its borders. The Prince of Maltique has made some lofty talk about being the inheritor to the kingdom. A couple of speeches about ancestral birthrights later, he's wiped out the Argulian Air Force and annexed their territory. Now their boys on the ground are putting up a fight, but they need CAPs and CAS if they're going to survive. Over the next few days, we'll be conducting defensive operations in preparation for a counterattack to retake lost territory. There's going to be some good action coming up. Remember, the more you destroy, the bigger your cut. I'll be expecting results from you.
Hey, Tim!
Chloe? Oh God!
How have you been?
Good, but I told you not to come back until you had more experience.
Aw, come on. I did fine last time round.
Maybe, but if you keep trying your luck, it's going to run out sometime.
Hey, I was bored and broke outside the blockade. This place makes me feel alive.
At your age, maybe you should worry a little more about staying alive.
Oh, shut up. You're not my father. So, how have the last few months been without me?
I miss you too, if that's what you're fishing for. Not a lot of action out here, but things are heating up between Argulia and Maltique. I'm guessing that's why they sent you over. Who's that new guy with you anyway?
Ash? Don't know much about him. He seems pretty quiet. Just showed up at a Quasia base a few months ago. He did good, though. Scored a few kills for himself. I bagged more, of course.
Of course.
Speaking of which, Mason voluntold me to show him around. Guess I'd better get on that.
Oh, right. Catch up later then?
You bet.
Alright people, listen up. Early warning radar stations are picking up a large Maltican bomber offensive approaching what's left of Argulia. Smart Money says they're loaded with conventional munitions and headed for Argulian territory in an attempt to deal a crippling blow to our ground forces in forward positions. You can guess who's being sent up to stop them. Ash, you'll be with Axe and Viking on this one. They've been out here as long as I have, so they know what to expect out there. Follow their lead and don't fall behind. They'll be reporting back to me on your performance. You'll be entering the battle space directly ahead of the bombers. Friendly AWACS, call sign Mystic, will be on station to guide you from there. An Argulian squadron composed of trainees and reservists will be joining you, but don't expect them to do any heavy lifting. Maltique knows that they've crippled Argulia's air force in the initial push. They won't be anticipating fighters. That said, we haven't seen real action in a while, so stay sharp out there. That's all I have. Dismissed.
Establish a barrier cap and don't let them penetrate.
Misty, we don't intend to loiter. Best steal flight. Blow through any escorts and take the fight to those bombers.
This is the 22nd Professional Fighter Wing. Call sign Fennec. It'll back up the mercenary aircraft.
I can't believe how desperate the Argulians are. Those planes are pre-war vintage.
Hey, not completely hopeless.
We'll see about that.
A steel flight. Cut the chatter. And please keep an eye on Fennec 1 through 4. All forces, your weapons free.
Alright, Fennec, remember your training. Don't take any unnecessary risks. All aircraft on me.
X engaging.
Viking, engaging. Ash, engage.
Enemy contacts on the nose.
Keep calm. That's our risk goes along.
First bomber destroyed.
Adversary forces are approaching the formation. Damn it. It is us, Max. Sarah Good kill. All aircraft, keep it up.
Fennec 1 is heating trailing smoke.
Fennec 1, state condition. Fennec 1. He's going in. No shoot. Fennec 1 is confirmed lost. Fennec 2 has command.
Wait, what?
Keep it together, kid. You can do this.
Eyes on Jonahs in the bomber formation. They're probably packing air mines. Watch out for them if you're attacking from the rear.
Planes, on my wing. We're still in this.
Argulian Military Command sent over a very generous thank you note. What's left of Fennec left a glowing review of the mercenary pilots, and even Mystic was nice enough to call you adequate. They've greenlit further operations for us. I expected we'll be spearheading their air operations until they're out of money or the enemy's out of ammo, whichever comes first. Either that or Matik offers us a bigger lump sum. Axe and Viking want you at the tip of the spear, and that's saying something from two former Deathblow mercs. I can tell you that our guys in Koazia don't misplace their trust in you. From this point on, you're authorized to take part in all of our combat operations. Now here's your first payment according to Mystic's kill log, plus a little extra for getting me back home the other day. I hope to see this money back in circulation soon. That old hunk of junk won't take you far. We have a wide inventory of aircraft that you can upgrade to. Lodging and meals are generously provided for free, so you don't get to complain about those. Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Get some rest. I have a feeling that the Argulians will be getting us on the horn sooner than later.
Hey, look at that kid over there.
That's not a ladle, is it?
Can't say I ever cooked with an AK slung across my chest. I wonder what she's been through.
I just hope she's not getting any gun grease in our stew. Ugh.
Hey, Simmons?
Yeah?
Where'd we pick up that sous chef?
Her? We found that one eye in a sub from the perimeter a few weeks ago. Thought she was some sort of forward recon.
Was she?
Nah, she just really liked watching the planes taxi and go on sortie. Mason offered the usual deal to her if she came to work with us. She accepted it just on the prospect of being up close to the machines, actually.
Doesn't Mason tell us not to socialize with these guys?
Viking and Axe often keep to themselves. I, on the other hand, well, I pass some engineering skills on to the maintainers to give them a head start when they make it out of here.
She must be one of the youngest Mason's ever employed.
You sound like you're up to something.
It'd be an awful shame if she didn't get some useful pointers from you.
What?
She likes aircraft. You worked on them and fly one. I think she'd like to meet you.
She's going to need a little more than a few pointers if I start educating her. Wait, what are you getting at?
I'm getting at, you need to get your karma out of whack.
My karma?
Tim, you've been here for at least a decade. You don't think you've caused a few orphans yourself?
You'd be wise not to think about that in your sophomore year, Chloe. It'll wear on you.
Can you consider what I'm getting at least, then?
Sure.